I'm here with Nay. This game going back and forth. You guys were able to get it back in the end there. Talk about the tempo of this game.
It's always a tough one with UTEP. It's always a back and forth game. You know, we knew coming in it was gonna be a hard one, but Coach told us like keep fighting, fight to the end, and the team who keep fighting is gonna be victorious.
What do you guys need to continue to do so that you can continue this win streak going into Rice?
Defense. We know we got Rice has a couple good players. You know, they have a great team. They play together well. We just gotta play defense, play our game, and hopefully we'll come out a win. We will. Yeah.
Thanks, Nay. Congratulations.
All right, Joey, thank you much. Thrilling overtime here for UCF, in which they watch as UTEP gets a garbage 3 late, but the Knights gone ahead and getting the overtime victory here against UTEP and the Miners. As head coach Joi Williams now joining us. Coaches, wow, sigh of relief there. You get the big free throws from Erica Jones, who was immensely big from the free throw line here today. That sends it into overtime. And then the Knight defense that got you back into this game came up lights out there in the overtime stanza.
Well, we were just fortunate, Scott. We had several breakdowns, but, you know, credit our defense and our rebounding. Our kids really believed that we could win the basketball game, and that's important. I mean, UTEP did a great job, and we knew they were very good on the boards, but just happy about this win today.
Coach, a 10-point deficit there in the first half, 10-point deficit there in the second half. It's not as if we haven't been there before, right?
Yeah, we've come from behind before, so, you know, when we get in those situations, we feel like we can win games no matter what the time says on the clock. We just want to play hard each possession and not really watch the clock. So our kids did a great job again and really focusing in on the timeouts and the huddles and executing.
34% shooting there by UTEP in that second half. Really able to step it up from that first half. You come up with some timely steals as well. Nate Carter hits a big 3. We get the lead momentarily. UTEP, you credit them. They were able to have an answer, and they were able to do that there in that second half. After we would creep in 1 point, 2 point, they would always have an answer, but then finally UCF from the free throw line, where we've done it here in the past again here tonight, Coach Big.
Yeah, well, we did, and we talked about that at halftime. You know, we had shot 18 free throws at halftime, and we told our guys if we shot 18 more, we would be in really good shape to win the game. So shooting 45 for the game is outstanding. Really, really aggressive in the second half, and especially in that overtime period. So again, really proud of our team.
Erica Jones, she was a beast here tonight as she goes for a career high 21 points, 19 rebounds, 10 offensive, keeping plays alive tonight for Jonesy.
Well, Jones did. She's capable of that every night, Scott. I'm just so happy for her and glad that her hard work has paid off. And she's someone who really can be a force inside. She can control the paint for us and did some great things today.
Coach, you know, you've got ladies that step up here tonight. We talked about Kiana Morton a couple games ago. She had to play extended minutes. Sarah Jossie, who did not shoot the ball well tonight, she got it done from the free throw line. Tonight when BJ gets into the foul trouble, we had a ton of girls there in foul trouble in that first half, but other ladies stepping up. And that's what it's been about here during the winning streak. It's not always having to rely on the same couple of players.
Well, that's important because, you know, if you have to rely on the same players, you're going to be easy to scout. But the thing about that I really like about our team right now is that we've got everybody is ready to play and ready to go in. Kiana Morton, I can't say enough about her minutes. They were huge for us today. Stephanie Taylor gave us some good minutes defensively. So really a great team effort today.
Now, Coach, almost a little deja vu here against UTEP in Orlando, as 2011 would be the buzzer beater by Nate Carter. That was a tie basketball game, but the free throws tonight here by Erica Jones, and then just a stifling performance there in that extra stanza to get the victory, and 4 in a row. That is the most here on the season, the 4 games.
Well, we're excited, Scott, and just taking them one at a time. You know, we really feel like we've you know, not played to our potential the first part of the season, and really have learned along the way. We got a lot of young players, a lot of new players, so really starting to gel right now, and happy that it's happening in February at the right time.
The last overtime game, that would be the 17th of February, 2 years to the day. A little spooky there, no?
Might be a little omen right there. So.
Well, Coach, we get it done here on our Play for K Day. I know that's always special, but another home victory, maybe even more special.
Yeah, very special. You got to take care of business at home. You know, it's tough to get them on the road, but feels good to get this one, and we'll celebrate it and then get ready for a road trip on this Thursday.
That's right. The road has been good to us during the road trip. We take on a Rice team. They were in action earlier today. Jessica Kuster, one of the best in the business, a double-double machine. I know that they graduated a ton of players from a season ago, but I know that they'll be gunning for us as we're the hottest team in the league. They're going to want to try to knock us off.
Well, absolutely. And they're home. You know, you mentioned Jessica Custer. She's one of the toughest players we'll play to date, and you know, just can do so many things, can score in so many ways. So not only are our posts going to have their hands full, but our guards, they got some very good shooters, and they execute very well, so we'll have our hands full at Rice.
Coach, and lastly here, Kayla Thornton, you know, it's going to show she scored 26 points and have 10 rebounds, but I thought there with about 4 or 5 minutes left in the second half as well as in the overtime period, she was absentee. The Knight defense was really able to key on her.
I thought we did a good job. You know, we talked about her and great players. You know, Kayla Thornton is certainly one of them for UTEP. We're not going to hold them scoreless, but we can't let anybody else get off, so to speak. So I thought we did a good job, especially with focusing in the overtime period and really playing some stifling defense and not giving up offensive rebounds.
31 of 45 from the free throw line. UCF getting some pivotal ones there to close out regulation. Erica Jones, she gets them. And the Knights with a 76-69 victory. Coach Williams, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, there is head coach Joi Williams. Her ladies make it 4 in a row as UCF, the hottest team right now in Conference USA. And there was fight in this dog as the Knights, who were down by as many as 10 points in both the first and second half, would be able to cut and chip away at that UTEP lead and continually going to the free throw line, where not just a couple ladies were able to step up for UCF. There was 4 ladies hitting some pivotal free throws during the course of this game, but none bigger than Erica Jones with 0.8 seconds left to send this one into overtime. And she has a whale of a day. 21 points, that a career high, and the big free throws to go ahead and tie things up to send it into overtime, in which UCF would then outscore UTEP 10-3. It nearly would have been a 10-0 shutout hadn't it been for a late UTEP three-pointer, as things were already in UCF's favor, in control. The Knights were going to win the basketball game, but you can't say enough about that Knight defense, as on the day, 10 steals. They would turn UTEP turnovers, which were 23 on the afternoon, into 26 points. And a staple of this team this year for UCF is conversion off of the turnovers of the opposition. The Knights again able to do so here today. 3 UCF players in double figures. We talk about Jonesy, 21 points, 19 rebounds. She was 9 of 15 there from the free throw line. She played 38 big minutes. Final numbers as a team for UCF, 32.5%. Now, most games you're going to lose shooting that type of percentage, but because of the foul shooting for UCF there in this basketball game, they were able to go ahead and get things done. 31 for 45 from the free throw line, 3 of 14 from distance. That goes ahead and breaks UCF's snap of 3 consecutive games with at least 6 made three-pointers, but it was the free throws in the end that were the difference. For UCF, elsewhere, Nate Carter with 21 points, another double-figure game for her. That's 20 now on the season for the senior, as Nate, 7 of 16. She would knock down all 3 UCF triples. She was 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, just 1 turnover for Nate Carter. Good to see, as she played a season-high 44 minutes of basketball. Off the bench, Kaylee Keough, she would go for 12 points on 3 of 8 shooting. She was perfect from the free throw line, 6 of 6. She played 25 minutes of basketball. Nate Carter, or make that Brianna Jackson, just 18 minutes tonight. She would foul out of the basketball game, have 2 early fouls in that first half, play 3 minutes. She would finish 0 of 7 from the floor, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. All the points on the free throws, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, just 18 minutes here tonight. Other starters for UCF, Sarah Jossie, 9 points and 4 rebounds in 31 minutes of work. She would come up with some timely steals there in the overtime, 3 of them on the game. Mentioned Erica Jones's numbers. Andrea Hines, another 30-minute performance from the point guard. 5 points on 1 of 3 shooting, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds and 2 assists to go along with 3 steals. Megan Keough, she would play sparingly, just 5 points, would not register a statistic. Kiana Morton, Coach Williams talked about that. Again, Morton able to spell there Brianna Jackson. She would play a season-high 22 minutes, score 4 points on the day, have 2 assists and a steal. Stephanie Taylor, she played 7 minutes. did not have a point, but did have a rebound. Final statistics for UTEP, they shoot 36.5% from the floor, just 34.5% there in that second half after shooting over 40% in that first half. They were 4 of 22 from downtown, 17 of 22 from the free throw line. They out-rebounded the Knights tonight, 52-44. They were led in scoring by Kayla Thornton, who would finish with 26 points and 10 rebounds. Annette Steinberger, 18 points, 11 boards, and Krishana Parker, 11 points and 11 rebounds on the day, as UCF in overtime 76, UTEP 69. And for the Knights, make it 4 wins in a row. They are now 11-14 overall. They are 5-6 in conference play. They improved their home record to now 6-6 on the season and 3-3 in CUSA play. As for UTEP, they dropped to 18-6 on the year, 6-5 now in Conference USA and 4-4 out on the road. And in CUSA basketball, now with this victory, the Knights will jump up over Southern Miss. They've got now 5 wins. That matches Tulsa and Memphis. There's a slew of games going on right now in CUSA play. We'll give you an update on those before we wrap up today's broadcast. Earlier in the day, East Carolina with the victory, 82-60 over Southern Miss. UCF surpasses Southern Miss now in the standings. In the second half, all these games in the second half of basketball, UAB with a controlling lead, 49-25 over Marshall. Memphis right now in a tight basketball game, tied up with SMU at 42s. Tulane blowing Houston out by 11, 48-37. And UCF, who takes on the Rice Owls on Thursday, trail by just a point to the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, as that one in the second half. As our next broadcast, that will come your way on Thursday night from Houston. That'll be at 8 o'clock tip time, which means coverage right here on our IMG Sports Network begins at 7:45. So for our entire broadcast crew, Joey Giannini, along with our video services crew, I'm Scott Adams. UCF in overtime, getting the W, and the winning streak continues to 4. 76-69. Black and gold, as you've been watching UCF Hoops right here on the UCF IMG Sports Network.